Signaled for and taken successfully.
Nah, they did. They had Jimmy Garoppolo, but they traded him.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much
Them
to
niggas
speak
had
of.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
1 yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot
bet
of
you don't
room
score.
there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Touchdown!
Yo, ask.
Curtis Samuel, 74 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Toby, ask them niggas ask Trump how many times they've been to
before the
Super
game.
Bowl.
They got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab,
Nigga,
the
they been
second
there
one
11.
was the
This
payoff.
nigga stupid.
That was the big one that landed.
This
1,
nigga
2.
stupid. I'm not even a
This
Patriots
will be
fan.
taken
I
to
know
the back
that.
of the end zone. And
You
not
ain't
a
no
particularly
Patriots
good
fan.
return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try to wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal. Newton flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Cousins now to throw on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Come on, him.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Is that the clutchness of Looney? Oh, he missed it.
Here's Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Hell no.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Ain't no fucking way he still should have been able to do
there.
this.
Move the chains.
Too far.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Trying to lay one up. It's caught at the 10. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 42 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun, here's Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Oh, good play.
He's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here are the Vikings now to start the next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
17-0 our score after 1. Cousins on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Don't get Daddy Hug.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, flicker. Check three.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the...
Boy, I'll be popping, but it's not my business, though.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Shamar Stephen there on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Newton, he's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Cousins now. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Cousins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them special.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey.
I don't know about you, partner, but I just came out of my chair. Big-time run right there, and all of a sudden I realized...
Didn't reach the chains, did he?
How do you go that far? Create that type of an explosive play that'll be a check and a plus on every grade sheet and still not get a first down.
Yeah, they had put themselves in a bad spot, but a big gain, that helps. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Newton now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check it out, please.
To throw again. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. A final shot before the break. Newton escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Cousins. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. Cousins now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 50.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, one. 8. That's a what? That's a what? That's a what?
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Completes it to Samuel. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive. 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. This is McCaffrey. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Newton. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Newton now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton looking left side. That's caught by Moore. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right?
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Cousins the thrower. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 37. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Cousins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Newton. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Danielle Hunter, his 2nd sack of the night. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Newton delivers this one to McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Newton's going to throw it. Wright's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Gun.
From the red zone now, Newton. Complete to Wright. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense is struggling. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night, everybody.